Okay, so as many of you probably know, I have finally put out my first real animation because I have done some animations in the past. Well, actually, no, no, I kind of, well, it depends on what you classify as an animation. I've done a stop motion, which is not animation necessarily, which I actually haven't even posted that, which will actually be coming out soon. Now that I think about it, I do need to post that one. That one's also super cool. And also where I got this, I got a trophy. So for those of you who don't know, I have a class, 3D animation class, where we were able to go and create a bunch of different, well, for assignments, we had to create a stop motion, um, and then for our final one that we just did, our 3D animation, or our final project, so you could do 3D, stop motion, traditional animation, all these different things. I did a 3D animation, which is the one that everybody has probably seen at this point, um, on my channel called Small Places, which is actually a what's it called? It's a oxymoron because you're not really in a small place. There is one small place, two small places if you count the ending, spoilers. But most of it is a big area, right? So I got this trophy for my visual effects in my stop motion. So not even the animation, which, hey, I lost my friend Brandon. Dude, Brandon's animation was so good. Um, I helped him out with some of it. I provided some assets for it, and that's pretty much what I helped with. The other part that I helped with was just hanging out with him on a call, and he's like, "How do you do this?" I'm like, "Here's how you do this," right? So I was there basically for technical support and emotional support because we both needed emotional support or moral support, not emotional, moral support. But we got a trophy, which I actually did not expect because the one that I won it for, I feel like should have gone to somebody else. But I hope that they're in a different class so that they can be nominated for it. I hope that that wasn't somebody in our class because I would then feel like I stole it from them because it was, man, it was beautiful. I really thought that that one was going to be the one that got best visual effects. Man, it was crazy. I can't show any of them. I can show everything that I've done, and they will be posted onto the channel soon. I do want to do my juice box animation as well because that one's funny. I like the juice box animation, and it can be posted as a short. It's not very long. Um, but I want to thank my teacher and friends and family for helping me get this award technically by just giving me tips and tricks like, oh hey, don't do this. If you do this, stuff like that. Because I do want to talk about everything that I learned from creating this animation that I've done for anybody else who wants to also do animation as well. One thing that I learned is the golden cardinal rule, which is save your stuff. Always, always, always save your stuff. You can never oversave. And if you want to test something, save on a separate file. Save as a copy. Do not save on the same one because if you don't like it and you want to go back, it's easier to go back to a different save file than to just go all the way back. You know, which I should have done that a little bit more. I tried to do that a little bit more towards the end. I mean, it kind of worked out. But another thing is, after you create something, UV unwrap, make sure that it's UV unwrapped. I didn't do that, and then when I tried to do what I needed to do, which was move everything from one area to another, it was not able to, I wasn't able to do it. So I would definitely recommend doing that. Um, as you can tell, I didn't write anything down. I didn't feel like I needed to. Because it really is just going off the top of the head for what I feel like, I need to personally do better. And a lot of this is just reminders for myself and for anybody else who needs to hear it, right? So it's not too important to me to write it down because it's like if I think of it in the moment, it's there it is, right? If I remember later, great. Guess what? I got another video. But another thing that I would probably say is I don't know how to do it, but create proxies. From what I understand from what a proxy is, it makes it so that you can have one little thing and it will generate all around as well if you need it to. I didn't do that, and I should have done that for a lot of the scenes that I've done because it lowers your poly count and makes everything render so much faster, which I did not know. I didn't know that. I was like, huh, okay, interesting. And my teacher was like, hey, do this, please, please do this. I'm like, I don't have time. He's like, you should do it. I should have done it. It might have saved time. I don't know. I felt like I was in the final stretch. I was in the final countdown. Another thing he said, another thing my teacher said to do was do real-time rendering, right? You do real-time rendering, so you use things like Unity, Unreal. I only really know those two, but real-time rendering from Unity and Unreal. Don't render from inside of. He told me not to render inside of Blender, because it's higher quality. I mean, Unreal Engine 5 is great. It looks amazing, and that's also really high quality. I think you have to pay for Unreal Engine 5, so the higher quality free version is Blender. And he's like, whenever I do animations and stuff for companies, they have to pay me extra for it to be rendered from Blender. I'm like, okay, because it's so powerful. Blender is a powerful render engine, but it takes forever when you're trying to do stuff like animation. So I'm gonna try to make it so that I can move everything over to Unity a little bit easier when I do my next animation. Now, my friend Brandon, who ended up winning the best 3D animation, which I want to congratulate him again, even though he probably won't see this. It was very beautiful. Man, it was quite a sight. He did everything inside Blender, and it was perfect. It looks really well. It probably could have won some awards for its looks alone. It was great. There's so much that I still need to learn. I need to learn how to do proxies. I need to learn how to need to remember how. I need to remember all the things that I've learned from my 3D modeling class, which is a lot of stuff. A lot of it is going to be very useful when it comes to creating more 3D animations, which I do plan to do, as well as another project that I want to work on over the summer. I think I'm going to plan it all throughout the summer, and then after the summer, I think is when I'm going to try to put it into effect. Because I think that it would be super cool. I just need to learn a lot more things and try to figure out how to do more. Because I want to have trophies for this upcoming thing that I want to do. But I don't have a 3D printer, and I don't want to 3D print stuff because it can cost quite a bit. I want to find a different way. I want to find something different. I also want something that's not going to, like this, I don't want to say that it's wobbly, but I just fear that if I were to try to send somebody something like this, it would break in the mail. Not because it's made poorly, it's made amazingly. It was made by my 3D modeling teacher. I just fear that some of the components, like if it just falls the wrong way, it's going to snap. Because of just the fact that it's still plastic. Because, I don't know. I just feel like I would fear for it. It's still super cool. I'm not trying to diminish it in any way by saying, oh, it's only plastic, but I'm just saying I would fear for its, well-being. I wouldn't want it to, like, break or anything. I also want to find a place to put this so that it's in more scenes. Like, whenever I do stuff like this, I want to have this somewhere. Not to flex and be like, look, I got a trophy. But it's more of an accomplishment, right? It's like my teachers, my friends, and my family all helped me to get this, and it is kind of just, it's a thing that will forever remind me that it takes more than just one person to make something really good. Because when you think about it, I built everything and rendered everything and created everything for my animation, which didn't win a, It didn't win an award, which I was fine with because I looked at Brandon's and I was like, holy cow. But guess what? Brandon's had multiple people on it, right? He had my stuff and his stuff. Now, my stuff was like, played very, very little role, but I feel like if you deal with more than one person, you achieve more. right? And I kind of learned that when I did the stop motion. The stop motion got me an award, and I did that with more than one person. That was me, my cousin, my sister. Um, I feel like there was more people, that were involved, but those are the main people that I can think of right now. And it's a reminder that with more people, you get more done, and you can get it done way better and quicker. So this is just a reminder that, doing something by yourself is good. It can be done, but it's better with others, and you can achieve a lot more, if that makes sense. So I do plan on hopefully doing a lot more fun video stuff with friends and creating more animations. I do want to do more animations with Brandon, and we're going to talk about that sometime over the summer. I also have some really cool things that I want to have happen over the weekend, just this weekend, that I also want to post, and well, I say post, but want to create. So we'll see how that goes over the weekend, because if a lot of people like it, then maybe we'll put it up. We'll put it up for sale. Kind of a sneak preview by saying put it up for sale. But it just all depends on what people think. I've had people tell me that they liked it and that they would buy it, but I am gonna get more opinions from on YouTube as well. But I don't know. I'm super excited. This summer is gonna be great. I have a lot of really fun stuff planned. Not really video-wise, but hanging out with more people-wise. I get to go and hang out with a lot of friends over the summer, which is going to be great. And so I'm super excited. I also do have some really big plans for what I want to do for videos. Even though I said I don't have those planned, but I do have a few ideas. And then I want to create more stop motions and more films, because I think that would also be a lot of fun. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't seen the animation that I created, it'll be over here. It's really cool. You should go check it out. Also, consider subscribing. We're almost to 400 subscribers. Our goal is 500. So, help us out reach this goal. And then maybe we'll be able to do some fun stuff with trophies. Not this type of trophy, but trophies. It'll be fun. Anyway, see ya.